Welcome into TV24's Primetime Sports. I'm Gerhard Mathangani, joined in by Chase Robinson for the fourth and final day here in Atlanta for SEC Media Days. The headliner today, of course, was the Auburn Tigers. The Tigers coming off a berth in the SEC title game, but a disappointing finish with 2 straight losses. The offense has some promise with 6 returning starters, including quarterback Jarrett Stidham. The guys around him say they've seen the senior embrace that leadership role.
He does a great job of making sure everything is in order on the field, off the field. You know, he comes to practice with energy every day, and as you can see, it pays off for him in the game. Ever since, last year around this time, we knew he was going to be the guy, and we stuck with him, and we're sticking with him to this day.
I really believe he's ready to take that next step as a leader, and I know he's hungry. There was a lot of expectations and a lot of pressure on him coming in last year. Our offense grew. And then towards the middle of the year, I felt like we were really clicking. And most of it had to do with his leadership and the way he managed the offense. And the fact that he's got a year under his belt in this league gives us nothing but positives coming into this year offensively.
The running back position lost a lot of production with Kerryon Johnson now off to the NFL, but Stidham has been elated with the experienced receivers he has back in the fold.
It makes me happy. I just throw an object to them. They catch it and they do their thing, and they score touchdowns. They do all the work. I just try to get it to them, and having Ryan Davis, Darius Slayton, Nate Craig Myers, Will Hastings, and Eli Stove, all of those guys back, it makes me feel more at ease. Those guys they're hungry to catch a lot of touchdowns this year, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Meanwhile, defensively, the Tigers have 7 starters back and a few players that got their first taste of college football last year. One of those players, former Oxford High School standout KJ Britt.
Man, KJ is a thumper, man. We gave him the nickname Downhill Britt because when he see the quarterback catch the ball and turn around for a handoff, he's gone. So majority of the time, it's a play action. He's not going to be where he's supposed to be in a drop. But he's getting better and better, man. And that's just, him binding to the system. He played for us last year as a freshman in some big games. Played in that LSU game, played a lot of special teams for us. And, I think he's going to have a bigger role this year, and I'm excited to see how he pan out.
The South Carolina Gamecocks are back under leadership of junior quarterback Jake Bentley. Bentley threw for around 3,000 yards last season, and this season the Gamecocks, under new offensive coordinator Brian McClendon, look to run more of an up-tempo offense, which is what Coach Muschamp and Jake Bentley will believe to be their jump start for the 2018 season.
We play to Jake's strengths, and I think, number one, that's going to be playing fast with a better tempo. He processes extremely well. He processes extremely fast to get the ball out, and he's very accurate with the football. You're talking about a guy that in 2 years has completed over 60% of his passes. So we've got to continue to accentuate his positives, and we need to play better around him.
I think it's one of the best things that happened to me as far as my college career. I think it allowed me to kind of slow down my mind and the fact that I'm not overthinking anything. I'm just focused on what I have to do that play, because you don't have time to think about it so much when you're going that fast. It's been different for us, and there's been some bumps in the road when you're going over in it. But I think it's going to be real big for us, and the guys love it. The guys know the advantage it gives us over the defense.
Final squad up today, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Coach Derek Mason's crew looked to bounce back after a 1-7 mark in the league. And they do have one bright spot. That's quarterback Kyle Schumer back under center. He led Vanderbilt to the 4th highest passing offense in the SEC in 2017.
I've spent more time with Kyle over the last 4.5 months than I ever did during his first 3 years. And it's been about helping him understand how to undress defenses. Okay, how to see the game faster, okay, how to get it out of his hands faster. Being around Brett Favre when I was in Minnesota and seeing, what he went through, the full field reads, how fast it came out, how he saw defenses. We've been able to cover a lot of ground, and so I'm excited for this dude. This dude's going to play his best ball in 2018. So, let's sit back, relax, watch the dude play, and enjoy the ride.
And that is it for Media Days 2018 here in Atlanta. Chase, you were here all 4 days. What are some of your takeaways?
Yeah, a lot of new coaches in the SEC, a lot that are just now coming into the conference that haven't been here, they haven't experienced this. They got a good taste of it this week.
Absolutely. Get to know them as well as some quarterbacks, some interesting storylines as well as who can take that next step in the SEC to really challenge the Alabama Crimson Tide, who, of course, been in the national championship game for the last 3 years. All those questions left to be answered this fall. We will have a whole lot more coming up as the season gets close.